Well, things continue to get worse for Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, everything. Nelson Peltz himself has decided to sit down with the Financial Times, and I've got some quotes from that interview, and we're going to go over it because it's funny, and it's another bad look for old little Disney and Bob Iger. But I wanted to start here just to go over why this is so bad, because you've got this Acolyte trailer, and it is the most disliked Star Wars trailer of all time. Now sitting at 500,000 dislikes to 177,000 likes. 8.9 million views. Most people don't seem to care for it. And why should they? This is going to be another disastrous show. It's supposedly going to be some kind of Frozen Kill Bill mashup. And if you've listened to Leslie Headland, former personal assistant Harvey Weinstein, describe what she thinks that is, it's a lesbian revenge thriller because she considers Frozen to be a lesbian movie. And she wants to bring that to Star Wars. So I think this is going to be some kind of forbidden lesbian love show is what I think this is going to be. I think you're going to have a female Sith Jedi who find each other and fall in love. That's my guess. And, they have to go against the establishment because this is forbidden love. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm sure this show is going to be cringe either way. So, by the way, some people are saying that they erased 200,000 dislikes to this, and I could believe it. They don't want this hitting 1 million dislikes, and it won't hit 1 million dislikes if that's true. But the damage control is already out there. You got stuff like this. DEI is not why Star Wars is getting worse. Star Wars fans complaining about Leslie Headland's upcoming Disney Plus series, The Acolyte, are mad about the franchise for the wrong reasons. I agree. It's not the only reason why. Clearly, Disney has a DEI mandate, and they are putting DEI over profits. That's a fact. I don't think it's anything you can deny anymore with that company, and it's like the whole reason Peltz and a lot of those other investors are trying to get in there and turn the company around. But I find it funny that a lot of these outlets are going after DEI like this and ESG and trying to say that these things aren't really a part of the problem. But Nelson Peltz sat down with the Financial Times and said some pretty funny things that I'm sure are going to get attacked by a lot of the mainstream media, like that's going to make a difference when it comes to investment proxy battle. Why do I have to have another Marvel movie that's all women? Billionaire slams Disney amid board proxy battle, which I thought was funny. I say Marvel, but you can apply this to Star Wars too. The Acolyte's trailer, that lightsaber hilt, and it has all that blood, like moving up like it's a lightsaber. Pretty sure that is supposed to represent PMS, a PMS flow. That's disgusting. They just did that recently in the X-Men comics too, with Jean Grey kind of laid out, and there's like a phoenix blood splatter underneath her, and that also looks like a PMS flow. It's disgusting what's going on here. Like you don't need to do that. That's gross. Nobody wants to see that. Even women don't want to see that shit. This is why that comic book about that, there's that feminist comic book, I forget the name of it, that had Emilia Clarke write it, and it was all about how her powers were tied to her period, and she could use armpit hair to swing through the city. I'm not kidding. That's a real comic book. I figured I think it was called Mom or something. I don't remember, but yeah, it didn't sell. It died off very fast because women aren't interested in that shit. All right, so let's look at some of these quotes here. So Peltz hit back at them after they were saying that they don't know anything about movie business and stuff like that. And he says, well, we don't claim that we're big movie experts, but I don't think that they do either. With 5 big losers in a row, they've lost first place in animation. They've lost first place in features. Maybe it's time to change management in those divisions. I 100% agree. Maybe it's time to fire Kathleen Kennedy. Maybe it's time to give Kevin Feige some oversight like he used to have. Like, he used to not have so much ability to do whatever the hell he wanted. Clearly, I think that was for the better. I think an unrestricted Kevin Feige is a bad thing, because look at how bad things have gotten under his direct leadership. And he kind of seems to be spread a little too thin either way. So maybe somebody else there would help. Brings up Too Woke. In comments, we're sure the left will seize on. The billionaire investor then criticized Disney for pushing woke messaging as opposed to simply making great content. People go to watch a movie or a show to be entertained, said Peltz. They don't go to get a message. 100% agree with that. Nobody goes to Disney nobody goes to the movies for a message. They go to the movies for entertainment. And that's something that's been lost on Hollywood. And they're hurting for it. They're hurting really badly. Look at Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is going to be a flop. And on paper, that movie should have a lot of things that Ghostbusters fans are looking for. But I think people are really going to wait that extra week now. This is the problem that Hollywood has. Like, opening weekends aren't going to be as hot as they used to, because I think a lot of people are waiting on word of mouth to see how good a movie is. Like, they don't want to go waste their time watching a bad movie. And you're going to see a lot more of that. Dune 2 is doing well, and I think that's because of word of mouth. And if word of mouth circulates that a movie is really, really good, I think people will show up to see it. And that's why you're seeing, I mean, look at the Marvels. That movie flopped really hard. And on the second week, people were like, yeah, don't go see it. So the Disney Proxy fight. Oh, hold on. Let's go up here. Elaborating further, why do I have to have a Marvel that's all women? Not that I have anything against women, but why do I have to have that? Why can't I have Marvel that's both? Why can't I have a Marvel that is both? Why do I need an all-black cast, referring to Black Panther? The Disney Proxy fight is nearing its end with a shareholder vote scheduled for April 3rd. April 3rd. It's coming up, and it's going to be interesting to see how that goes down. It will, because that is the moment that Disney is fearing. They're very afraid of this guy. And George Lucas, unfortunately, who is the largest single shareholder of Disney stock, kind of did a cuck move and endorsed Bob Iger. And it's disgusting to see that, because Bob Iger, if you've read that book that he wrote, pretty much laid out how he screwed over George Lucas. And if you followed this Star Wars stuff, I'm sure you know that it's pretty clear that George Lucas has some bitter resentment towards Disney and Bob Iger. He's called them white slavers before. Well, unfortunately, George, you've sided with them now. And that was sad. You think you'd want to see them turn around Star Wars, and it's not going to happen under Kathleen Kennedy. I really wonder how he feels about her. I do. I wonder if he'll ever reveal his feelings on all of this. But anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.